Hey, welcome back everyone to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to James Taylor, Fire and Rain. Very highly requested song. So, that should say a bit about it. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Daniel, aka Deathstroke9, and here we react to music. I try to figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally. So I try to, analyze the song in a way. We also just enjoy the song, and at the end of every video, we research the song, all right, in that order, so that I can react to it. Then after listening to it, get, context, the background, some information on the group, all types of stuff. So if that sounds interesting to you, or if you enjoy reaction channels in general, consider subscribing. Because, yeah, post new videos almost every day. And yeah, it's fun. It's good times. So, all right. Did I pull up the lyrics? Oh yeah, I've got a lyric video pulled up. All right. There we go. So this is a song. Now, you guys told me that James Taylor is a singer-storyteller. You guys told me to check him out after I did stuff like Cat Stevens and Harry Chapin and Jim Croce and all that type of stuff. You guys said, oh, this is another one along those lines. So, all right. This was the most highly requested song by this guy. That's all I know so far, is that it probably has acoustic guitar and a story. And, yeah, link to the original video is going to be down in the description. Check it out if you want to. Let's do this. I'm excited for this, guys. 3, 2, weird. On this video, the likes and dislikes, I don't know if you know how YouTube normally works, but you can normally see how many likes and dislikes a video has. With this one, they're turned off. Weird. I wonder if the comments turned off? No. Okay. Interesting. Sorry. Got a little bit off on a tangent. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we got acoustic guitar and piano.
Just
Love
yesterday
it.
morning,
Oh.
they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you.
Apologies for that.
I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to.
He's got a really good voice.
I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end.
Oh, this is a sad
I've
song.
seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again.
Listen to those drums come in.
Down upon me, Jesus. You gotta help me make a stand. You just got to see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. I won't make it any other way. Whoa, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. Seen sunny days that I thought would never end.
All right. So first of all, just this chorus. We're gonna talk about the lyrics, but just the chorus. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. So there's the juxtaposition. Which is a good thing almost. I've said it multiple times on my videos. I think that, and this is just my opinion, but I think that life has ups and downs. And you kind of have to live with that. And that's almost important to your growth as a human being, that there be ups and downs. So, a balanced life is key to, I guess, contentment or the best experience or go through. Who knows? Who knows what exactly we're gonna say about that. But anyway, so I've seen fire and I've seen rain. The two different extremes. And then I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. So by sunny days, I assume he means happy days, right? I've seen happy days that I thought would never end. But then, obviously, they did eventually. And then that line, I always thought I'd see you again, that is really... I guess I'll talk about that more when we continue. So, let's keep going. 3, 2, 1.
Seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again.
It's so, like, builds up there.
My mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Well, there's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground.
Oh my.
Whoa, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again.
That's...
Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around now. Thought I'd see you now.
Oh, is that it? Wow. Oh yeah, that's who made it, huh? Yes, the lyric video was made by them. Okay then. So I've got the lyrics pulled up over here. I know we just looked at the lyrics, but let's look at them again. I don't know exactly. So it sounds like he's, I mean, let me think about it. It sounds like it's a pretty general song. He says, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. Let's see, what else does he say? He says, I've seen lonely times wherein I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. So it's just this melancholy, a little bit regretful song. And it's also a reminiscing song. Oh, they died. Okay, that's why. And that's why he's reminiscing. So just yesterday, let's go over it. Just yesterday morning, let me make it bigger so that you guys can follow along with me. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. Pay no attention to this weird thing over here. I don't know why Google feels the need to suggest stuff to me over there. All right. So someone died. Suzanne, I guess. Suzanne, the plans they... Okay, whatever. The plans they made put an end to you. What would that... Sounds like somehow... Suzanne, the plans they made. So someone tried to dictate her life and it messed her up. Or eventually made her... Maybe she killed herself? Or she died? Whatever. For whatever reason, she has fallen. She has passed away. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. So he wrote a song. All right, and he says this, and he says, I had always thought that I'd see you again. Then he's crying out. So it goes through almost, I don't know if, it's not the stages of grief, but it's the, so a lot of people, especially if you're like religious, you know, and then someone dies, you're like, why, God, right? So won't you look upon me, Jesus? You've got to help me. I need to make a stand. I've got to get me through another day. My body is aching and my time is at hand and I won't make it any other way. Been walking my mind to an easy time, back with my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. There's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines and pieces on the ground. So he definitely loved the woman. They might have been together a long while ago. They might have, who knows, but they spent a lot of time together. Obviously, hours of time on the telephone. Again, this is just my interpretation. Hours of line on the telephone to talk about things to come. Said sweet dreams, flying machines, in pieces on the ground. It's all destroyed. I thought I'd see you one more time, but I always thought I'd see you, baby, one more time again now. There's just a few things coming my way this time around now. Thought I'd see you, fire and rain now. It's like he starts just crying out at the end there. Wow. That's a powerful song. And just the line, I'd always thought I'd see you again, to me is the most powerful line of the song. Grabs my attention immediately. Like, you spend time with someone, then one day they're gone, or you're gone for whatever reason, and you always took it for granted. And you always kind of have this thought in the back of your mind, maybe one day you could just call them up and it'd be like old times. But then one day you find out they've passed away. And then what? I've seen doom and destruction. I've seen the end of days. I've seen joy and love in the world. But I always thought that I'd see you again. All right, that's a powerful song. Let's look it up. Songfacts.com. Charted number 3 in the US, number 42 in the UK. Taylor wrote this in 1963 at 3 different times. Not 63, 68. He started it in London when he auditioned for the Beatles' Apple Records. He later worked on it in a Manhattan hospital and finished it while in drug rehab at the Austin Riggs Center in Massachusetts. Wow, it took him a long time to do it. In a 1972 Rolling Stone interview, Taylor explained, the first verse is about my reaction to the death of a friend. That would be Suzanne. The second verse is about my arrival in this country with a monkey on my back, and there Jesus is an expression of my desperation in trying to get through the time when my body was aching, and the time was at hand when I had to do it. Third verse of the song refers to my recuperation in Austin Riggs, which lasted about 5 months. The song is about the high and low points of Taylor's life. He was only 20 when he wrote it, but was battling depression and drug addiction. This was the song that took Taylor from little-known troubadour, to star of the 70s singer-songwriter movement. His first label deal was with Apple Records, the label owned by the Beatles. He recorded his self-titled debut album for Apple in London in the same studio where the Beatles were recording the White Album. And although it produced some Taylor classics like Caroline on My Mind and Something in the Way She Moves, it sold poorly due to a combination of Taylor's heroin addiction, he had to seek treatment and couldn't promote the album, and Apple's implosion as the label fell apart. Taylor was dropped from Apple, picked up by Warner Brothers Records, where he released his second album. Title track was issued as a single but failed to chart. However, when he was on the road promoting the album and when Fire and Rain was released as the second single, it took off. The stark lyrics about Taylor's depression stand out on a different song. I don't know why they're talking about a different song in this, but whatever. The lyrics, just yesterday morning they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, they plans they made put an end to you, have been the subject of a great deal of speculation, with rumors that Suzanne was Taylor's girlfriend who died in a plane crash. In a 1971 interview, he explained, it concerned a girl called Suzanne I knew who they had put in an isolation cell, and she couldn't take it and committed suicide. Wow. That's crazy. Her name was Susie Schnurr, and Taylor explained that it was months before he found out about her death, as his friends withheld the news so it wouldn't distract him from his burgeoning musical career. And then he also added, I always felt rather bad about the line, the plans they made put an end to you, because they only meant ye gods or the fates. I never knew her folks or her parents, but I always wondered whether her parents would hear that and whether it was about them. Alrighty then. So this was one of the first big singer-songwriter hits of the early 70s. Before this, most hits were either written by one person and performed by another, or written and performed by a group like the Beatles or the Rolling Stones. In an interview with Petticoat, Taylor said he stole the chord sequence from something his brother Alexander had written. Okay. Interesting. Taylor apparently performed this on the Late Night Show with Stephen Colbert, and he and Colbert had some fun with Taylor explaining he was still working on it. I wrote that song in 1970. Hadn't seen that much back then, mostly Fire and Rain. That's why I kept saying it over and over again in the song, he said. He then explained he had never seen a calzone at the time, but if he had, he would have most definitely added it to the lyrics. Taylor and Colbert then performed an updated version of the song with new lyrics, a sample. I've seen Man Buns MySpace and the Baha Men, but I never thought I'd see a new Star Wars again. I've seen grandmas reading 50 Shades of Grey, Quidditch teams, and skinny jeans cutting blood off from my thighs. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Okay, that doesn't ruin the song at all. Just kidding. Gonna ignore that. All right, he guest starred in a Simpsons episode. Okay. All right, that was a really cool song. I really liked it. I thought his voice was really good. The musicianship, I don't know. For some reason, and this is just my opinion, as always, and maybe you just can't compare them. Like when in my last video, I was like, Billy Joel or Elton John. To me, they're both phenomenal, right? But some people commented under that saying something along the lines of, you can't compare them. It's like apples and oranges. And in my head, it was like, no, they kind of remind me of each other. That's why I suggested the comparison. So anyway, I'm just going to say, in this case, it would be musically, I don't know, wasn't the greatest song of all time musically, at least in my personal opinion. The acoustics was really good, you know. The singing and the lyrics were my favorite part. And also when the drums came in, I really liked that as well. Yeah, great song. I liked it. Nevertheless, I liked it. All right. Thank you guys for requesting this. Again, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing if you enjoy the content. And, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Deathstroke 9, out. See you guys soon, and let me know what you want me to react to next, and let me know if this song has any special meaning to you, or anything that I missed about the song. Thank you very much for watching.